Harry Quirk. Murphy's come into the side. And, of course, Brooke Carter, Brittany Duff, and Mel Howard. That's who you've got to watch out for, this team in blue. But that is not the best start they'll be looking for, as we see that there. We haven't seen too many kicks not go the full distance here today, but that one was one of the only blemishes on my pet hate, Peter.
You guys are lucky being here on Field 1, because Field 2, with all the water and the mud, has been a little bit tricky when it comes to kicking, especially with conversions. So as we look at scores throughout the day, especially with this women's competition having 12 teams looking at point differentials, I think those teams have been stuck on Field 2, coming away, missing those 2 points here and there, are going to have a rougher go than the ones here on the beautiful show field here.
What are you expecting? What do you want to get out of this match? What are you looking for?
You know, if I was looking at this match, you obviously want to see a good game. We know Australia is talented, top to bottom, how well they did this year on the World Series. Had the, luck and the fortune to see them play.
Well, here they come now. Sorry to cut you off, but they almost score a try in the far corner. What about this? They're setting it alight, and this could be a very big score, Liz.
Absolutely. This is a team that can strike anywhere, and going sideline to sideline. Watched a bit of their game earlier, and, some good quality new talent coming as well. I think there's been some great development, courtesy of Central Coast Sevens and, of course, the tournaments all around Australia. We know quite a few of our friends involved in the New South Wales women's side contributing, and, of course, all the players up in the Brisbane area, too. But I think if you're coming at this from Hunter's point of view, you're just looking for a good match, and you might walk away with a win. You might walk away with a loss. But if these players can take the experience and take the film and say, yep, I might have just tackled a gold medalist, that's something you can hang your hat on. Well,
don't underestimate the determination and the grit of the girls from the steel-working town that is Newcastle. They breed them tough up there, Liz, as they take the ball out now. As we can see, I thought the opportunity was to go sideline side there, but she spun in the middle, and here's Murphy now. Of course, now she's looking to open up. She's strong. She's very good. She's talented. Gets them up over to the 22.
She had a fantastic game in their first match of the day. Really impressive watching her play.
Well, they turn the ball over. Here come the Hunter women, looking to expand the ball out wide, but it's been turned over. Great work in the tackle, and here comes the Australian side. Fressard will go all the way and score the first try of the match. It's taken them 2 minutes.
See on the replay coming up how the Australians were able to do it oh so easy there. The Hunter side, they just couldn't quite go with them on that opportunity, but this is how they ended up doing it. A try 40 metres later, and away they went untouched. The first try here for them up against Hunter. They lead by 5 points to 0. Here's the kicking duties now falling with Sykes. Can she add the extras? You bet she can. What a kick. We haven't seen too many tries converted today, but that was a nice one to see, Liz.
Yeah, it was a gorgeous kick from the corner, and full credit to that Australia #1 with the strip. We've seen, teams do quite well turning over the ball and getting their tries. It's always easier to get that try when the defense is disjoint. So Hunter with a good attacking opportunity, and they did well, I think, with their ball control, especially pulling out of some of those runs where other teams might have taken contact. So to keep Australia off the board for the first 2.5 minutes is something they can build on, and we'll see if they get a little bit of momentum here with a free kick again.
Yeah, the ball not going the 10 again. A pet hate up here in the party box, but in any case, it'll be a good chance for the Hunter women to really put it to this Australian side. As they go forward now, looking for options. Oh, that goes to ground. Unfortunate there. Standing maybe a little too wide there. Oh, but the break almost comes there, and coming around, putting the ball on the boot there was Goldsmith. And Goldsmith, she's very quick, we know that. And she almost gets a boot on the ball as the Pearls now looking to play off their own line, and they do just that. Caught short, though. Good defence by the Hunter women's side.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see if this kicking strategy holds for the rest of the game.
Oh, here come the Hunter women. Sorry to cut you off, and that's a try. Mel Howard goes over, and that is a turn-up for the books, and the Aussie girls in all sorts of pressure now.
Oh, if you ever wanted a confidence booster, you've definitely got it with that try.
No, it was a fantastic job. So that kicking strategy in that case did pay off. They got their space downfield, and that was excellent coverage by the Hunter number 11. So that was Talia Goldsmith that you were mentioning, the speedster, getting down, forcing pressure, and the rest of the Hunter team coming up and covering in defense. So that way Australia had nowhere to go. They were covered man up on D, and we got the turnover themselves, and now Hunter looking to see if they can equalize.
Let's see if they can. Here's the conversion. Can they convert the try? Unfortunately, they can't. So
Well, they're behind on the scoreboard. But Kate Gilbert, what a tackle there. She's almost put them in front with that turnover, Liz. And just the skill over the last couple of years in this Central Coast Sevens has just gone through the roof.
I think it absolutely has. Like, let's look at who medaled for the Women's Olympics in Rio. We saw them all here last year, correct? Australia, New Zealand, Canada. And that's how it's been here at Central Coast, is a high level of talent. And we've also seen the teams like Brazil come over. You know, we had a few of our stars from our USA team play for USA in Rio, too. So it's great development opportunities. And then with what we've heard is happening in Australia with the development of the new Women's Sevens comp is going to provide chances for these Hunter girls to keep developing and put on the blue jersey here themselves. The other blue jersey, I should say.
Well, they're doing a good chance at the moment as they come up with another turnover. There's space out wide. Oh, the Pearls come across, and that's a great tackle in defence there. But they're still attacking now, the Hunter women's girls. They've got space out wide. They straighten the attack, though, looking for support. Well, Peter, did you expect this with the penalty coming now, too?
Oh, it adds to the theatre of sevens, doesn't it? And the referee has allowed them to play on here. There's a chance. The cover is there to meet them, though, from the Australian side. And now they've got a chance to come out wide if they can juggle it. But fortunately, the Hunters were there in numbers and absolutely crunched them into the ground.
Great tackle there as well, holding on to the ball. So the penalty goes Hunter's way again. There's space out wide. She goes over! Mel Howard! Wow, she's light them up. And I tell you what, Tim Walsh, take the notes down because she is one for the books.
Who would have thought? Credit to the Hunter side. We said they're toughest teak. They come out of a steel city that's proud of toughness and metal and that. And this is exactly what has happened here for the Hunter side. They're built with everything, and they got that try. Wow, 10-7. Can you believe it?
Oh, caught unawares there as well. As we'll go to you, Liz. But Fredericks, she was in all sorts. She was going wide. Just didn't see it coming. And I tell you what, no one saw this coming.
No, but I think full credit to Hunter. So this has been their defense, has been the story of the game. They've been pressuring downfield. Their defense has been solid, and they've been able to create turnover opportunities. So we look at the scoring so far. We had 2 kicks, not go 10. Aussie strike first. It was Hunter that came back. And then again with the penalties downfield, too. We can't give away the ball with these turnover situations in sevens because that provides the opportunity to score. I think something close to 60% of tries come off of turnovers. So well done. I'm impressed with this Hunter side. Would like to extend offers for any of them to come play on any of our Stars tours if they want to come to the U.S. Perhaps get a little bit of university studies in, too. We can set them up.
Well, why not? Let's get them involved. But I tell you what, they might bypass that program and go straight into this Aussie side. As I said before, the broadcast, Goldsmith. She was one to watch out for. Carter, Jamison, Howard, the try scorer. And they're certainly bringing some pizzazz to this tournament, which we thought was only going to go one way. We thought it was going to be one-sided, but it certainly is far from that.
I think the key here coming into the second half, if you're Hunter, is maintaining this lead. So look at the first minute of play and see if they can maintain that composure and keep putting on their defensive pressure. If you're Australia, of course, you're looking for an early try. So we'll see what happens off the kickoff. It's going to be kind of a battle here, the opening minutes. And then remember, 7 minutes is still a long time to be playing.
So wherever you are around the world watching this, stay with us. Hunter in control here, but only one try separating both of these sides. As
That's great support from Hunter there, getting in their 2s and 3s to cover the ruck, drawing the penalty as well.
Another
so see if
penalty.
They can get downfield.
Wow, what about this Hunter side?
I think they're just playing fantastic supporting sevens right now, and that's why they're the ones that have the ball in hand.
Well, that's the mistake, first blemish of the game, and this could be costly as they go wide towards the sideline. Oh, taken out there. But they try and move the ball forward. Hopkin was out there. Murphy now steps off the left, and she's going to be unstoppable from here with nothing in front of her. So, pegging the score back under the sticks, and you'd expect they convert from here.
Yeah, too easy there for the Australians. As you said there, Gareth, you know, don't give them an inch, they'll take a mile, and that's exactly what they're able to do there. And they've been able to finish it off right underneath the black dot here. So here's the kick from right in front. They'll throw this over with their slippers. So the try has been converted, and Australia take back the lead. They're up by 12 points to 10.
I'm a little bit confused, though. Inches and miles, I thought you guys were all about your metric system.
It's 14-10.
14-10.
14-10 is the score.
No, it's well done, especially getting under the post there, so that way they got the conversion. And with this, again, a pool of 12 here between the women's teams. We're going to see the top 2 teams from each pool advance, and then there's going to be some wild card spots left for the rest of the cup action tomorrow. It's a deep, deep tournament with heaps to play for.
Yes, certainly. And these Hunter women's, they haven't put their head down after that try, looking to put more points on the board as they take them forward. Kicking has let them down so far, conversion-wise, but...
They've got an overload here to the outside if they're able to get the ball.
Oh, look at the dummy there. Great skill, the show and go. And it's kicked inside. Have they got the pace? Probably not. As the cover comes across, they're going to have to be strong in the tackle here if they can get there. As the ball comes back the other way. Oh, not expecting the ball there was Murphy. So now Hunter with another chance. And can Mel Howard go over again?
It's quite a nice kick coming on the right sideline, off the right foot of that Hunter player. They're kicking downfield.
It was Mel Howard again.
Yeah.
She's an absolute standout out there.
And, of course, then defensive pressure again. This is not a scrum situation you're going to find yourself in if you are Australia, or any team for that matter. You're pinned deep into your own territory. This is Hunter's ball. They're an opportunity to create something here. And we see them setting up wide with their back line. Big gap between their fly half and center. So looking to let the ball do a little bit of work and see if they can probe that Aussie defense for some holes.
Oh, good pressure there. The ball kicked back. They go wide and goes through the legs, so execution is probably letting them down a little bit there, but there's a bit of space there, and we know she's very quick on that far side.
What a cut to get back
there
inside.
we go. Look at the step inside, or the cut back, as we say, in the good old US of A. And the Hunter women now, they're in front again.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. They're gutsy, and I guess they're unafraid. And, you know, when you can get those things happening and that, you know, it's a mammoth effort by the Hunter side. Look at this. A mammoth effort to get to the line. And don't they love it? Oh, the scenes of jubilation. It's going to be hard to wipe the smile off these girls' faces here this afternoon if they can go on with it.
Yeah, again, just great sevens here. You know, being able to play like that off of a broken play. It was a little bit of a mishandle there. And I love that line she took, taking those angle changes and really creating space for herself and getting around. So that number 15 from Hunter doing well to get across the try line.
Yeah, Madison Ingram it was out there. We know she's got a very good turn of foot, and she showed everyone there why she's one of the quickest players in the Hunter Women's Rugby Union. And she remains out there. The old jet shoes came out then, that's for sure. Oh, letting the ball bounce there, so just not getting it together, this Australian side at the moment, the green side.
Yep, again, good
But here
pressure
they
by
come.
Hunter.
Now they look like they're going to get it together, Gareth. There's support left and right. She throws the dummy. She's inside the 22. And Quirk. Oh, she's quirky, all right. She's got them back in front. Underneath the black dot she goes.
Well, she certainly quirked it there, didn't she? She ran up the middle of the field and no one was going to get anywhere near her, Liz, and that is why she is one of the superstars of this Australian 7 setup.
Yeah, proving all that experience she has on the World Series circuit and, of course, in the Olympics, too. That was a great break, a great run downfield, beating the sweeper there. So that last defender for Hunter, just with a little bit of a step, letting her hips kind of throw a little bit of a fin, a little bit of that shoulder dip, and then she finds it under the post. So, again, these points coming in extremely crucial. So we see the same equal number of tries between the two sides, and it's Aussie that's leading by the conversions.
So back here, Gareth, look at this. It's 21-15 with 1 minute 40 to go. We've got a ripper unfolding here on Bar TV Sports. Oh, they've blown it. They couldn't quite hang on to it. Referee's called this one back.
A little knock on there.
I would have been interested to see that referee maybe play a little bit of advantage. Ball was going to fall into Australia's hands, but instead setting for the scrum and watching the clock now. 90 seconds left in this match. A little bit of time wasting here maybe on the scrum.
Yes, certainly. They've held on here as Emily Cherry. She was actually the try scorer on that last try.
But now it looks like it's turned
excited.
over. We've got a free kick shown to Hunter. This is going to be Hunter ball. So an error on the scrum. I didn't quite see what it was, whether it was a feed or whether it was a barge. But regardless,
early
Hunter.
engagement it was. Getting a call down there from our referees. And here they come now. Oh, she's on the sideline, shown the sideline again and taken out this time. Throwing no caution to the wind, not showing her anything as they look for quick ball inside.
It's a good heads-up play by Australia, taking the quick line out and finding the ball of space. Hunter doing well and covering with a little bit of a shooter on defense. Still Aussie ball, but it's going to take them some time if they're going to find the try line again.
Oh, Murphy there just going without it. Not getting the best ball when she has got good ball today. She's shown how good she is, what she can do. She's been a handful, but the Hunter women's side, they're going to get one more chance here with less than a minute remaining. What can they do? Can they cause the upset?
I think the biggest thing to focus on right now is just maintaining possession of the ball. They don't need to force anything. They've got the time running on the clock as long as they've got ball in hand and they're playing good rugby.
Well, they need a converted try to take this one out. As we hear now, the siren goes. And we'll be wrapping up quickly after this one. We'll be changing streams for our afternoon session. As the ball comes out now, taking it right to them, back towards the forwards. The ball's popped, not expecting it. And here come the Pearls, really looking to exert their authority. And here she goes again. Emily Cherry toes it forward, and she'll score another try. And the referee says yes, and that will be the end of that fixture. And in the end, the Australian green side come out on top. We're going to take a quick break, change over stream, so get on our Facebook page, get on the Central Coast Sevens page, and we'll be back with all the afternoon action for you guys here for the Central Coast Sevens.